Hi, I'm Cherie McCoy, and I'd like to talk to you about self-acceptance training. Once I was at a gathering, and a young woman got up to speak, and it was obvious right at the beginning that she was having a hard time with it. Her speech pattern was stilted, she seemed very distracted and very uncomfortable. Actually, then she started to even talk about how uncomfortable she was, that she did not like talking in front of groups. She didn't know where she was going to go with this, and then surprisingly, her tears started coming down her cheeks. I was really surprised when she stopped talking and just breathed for about 30 seconds. She let the tears flow. And then something changed, and she became very animated. She was very informative and even entertaining in what she had to say. And I sat there thinking, wow, this young woman has probably never heard of self-acceptance training, but she just demonstrated it beautifully. When Dick Olney developed SAT, he borrowed tools from many different modalities. And he used to say, nothing is new. And so nothing in self-acceptance is new at all. But the two principles that he borrowed from Buddhism, the principle of awareness and the principle of allowing whatever is to just be, really creates the wonderfulness of self-acceptance training. And this young woman demonstrated both. She became aware, it was obvious that she was aware of what was happening to her when she started to share with us, that she was uncomfortable, that she didn't like talking to us, that she didn't know where this talk was going to go. She demonstrated and experienced her awareness. Then she even allowed the tears to flow. And those two principles of awareness, because unless I have awareness, nothing is ever going to change. Unless I'm aware of what's going on with me, of perhaps the behaviors I don't like about myself that I want to change. So awareness and allowing are the two very important principles in self-acceptance training. The roadblocks to self-acceptance are judgment and effort. Judgment keeps you in your head and creates tension in the body. And the same happens with that effort to change. If I'm trying to change something I don't like, whether it's emotions or sensations or pain in my body or behaviors, I tense my body. I have more pain then. So by allowing myself to be whatever I am in any given moment without judgment, self-criticism, or self-interpretation, things automatically change. And that's the crux of self-acceptance training. I often think about life as energy flow, whether it's flowing from like the ocean flowing, the tide flowing out and flowing in, flowing out and flowing in, or if it's our breath, which flows out and in. Even the seasons, the change of the seasons, and the seasons of life as we get older and the seasons of our lives change. It's all energy. Nature is energy. Everything is energy. And as I allow that energy to flow, I can feel more alive. If I feel it in my body, my energy flowing in my body, I feel more alive. I feel content. I feel good. And I have a general sense of all is well. I'll feel peaceful in my life as long as that energy flows. When I start to judge or create effort to change, I create tension in my body and that energy flow stops. I get stuck. I feel stuck. And many people in our culture live in that stuck place. When I'm teaching self-acceptance training, I'm trying to teach people to allow whatever is to be. Because in that, I often symbolize that flow of energy as a bell that swings back and forth, back and forth. When something comes along that I don't like, I get stuck. If I try to change it or I judge it, I get stuck. And I ask people to go into that stuckness, to really experience it, even exaggerate it, and then they're back in that flow and feeling good about themselves. Many people have said to me that self-acceptance training is miraculous. That may be so, but I think it's very simple. Profound things do happen, and it's very simple. Hopefully this has been informative for you, and if it has, please share it with your friends and family. Thanks for listening.